Hey y'all, welcome to the channel. Today we're checking out How Well Do You Know British Comedy?
Hi, I'm Siobhan Thompson and this is Anglophenia.
Hello.
Now, the extent of most Americans' exposure to great British comedy is Monty Python and all of those Richard Curtis rom-coms, but there's just so much more out there. Here are a few essential British comedians and comedy series that you've probably never heard of.
Who's Richard Curtis? Richard Curtis. British screenwriter, producer, film director. Oh, Four Weddings and a Funeral, Notting Hill, Bridget Jones. Yeah, okay. A lot of rom-coms I've never seen. Yeah, how well do I know British comedy? Maybe I don't know it as well as I thought I did. Anyway, show me.
Just a minute. This is a long-running radio panel show hosted by Nicholas Parsons, in which contestants must speak on one subject for a minute without repetition, hesitation, or deviation. The contestants, or comedians, usually have no idea what they're talking about, but have to make it sound as if they do. It's basically like a funny version of that dream where you suddenly have to give a speech naked. I have no idea whether the contestants of Just a Minute are naked because it's on the radio, but hey, a girl can dream.
I've never heard of that. That sounds really hard. I would speak really slow if I was on that show. It's improv, they're just improvising. Comedians improvising is always good.
Harry Enfield. Harry Enfield is a sketch comedian who started off in the 80s with a character called Loads of Money, which parodied the new free market capitalism seen in Britain at the time. Some of Harry Enfield's characters include Tim Nice but Dim, a very annoying teenager called Kevin, and Jürgen the German, who was always apologizing for the behavior of his country during the war. He's kind of like our Dana Carvey, but still funny.
Oh, wait,
Peter
what?
Kay.
What? She said he's like our Dana Carvey, but funny? Dana Carvey's funny. I love when Dana Carvey does his Paul McCartney impression. It's really good. I don't think I've ever seen his face. Not familiar at all. I mean, he kind of looks like Daniel Radcliffe. I like the German character he did. That's a funny idea.
Peter Kay. Peter Kay is a really hilarious observational comic from the north of England.
Oh yeah.
His autobiography, The Sound of Laughter, was a huge bestseller, and one of his comedy tours was so successful that it's listed in the Guinness Book of World Records, so not too shabby then. He's never really made it over here, maybe because a lot of his jokes are about things like British adverts from the 80s and 90s, which you guys for some reason were not in the country to see. Honestly, catch up, America.
Why is she shaming us so much? What's with this? First she's talking smack about Dana Carvey. I guess it's that British sarcasm. Peter Kay. He's a healthy guy. I've never heard of any of his projects. Oh, he was in The Producers. Good, that's a good.
Honestly, catch up, America. I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue is a parody of BBC radio panel shows. Two teams of comedians are given silly things to do by the host, such as singing the words of one song to the tune of another and redefining words. For example, Indistinct, Where You Wash Your Dishes. It's very stupid comedy by very clever people.
This sounds like very NPR. Did she say that? It sounds like it's like an NPR. Okay, yeah. So we have there's a NPR show called what's it called? What? I think that's what it's called. What? Don't tell me. Wait, don't tell me. Yeah, this sounds like the NPR show Wait, Don't Tell Me. It's like a quiz show with a bunch of semi-famous nerds. I wonder what came first. I'm sorry I haven't a clue. 1972. Wait, Don't Tell Me. 1998? So Wait, Don't Tell Me is probably a copy of I Haven't a Clue. All right.
Morom and Wise. The Morom and Wise show was a sketch and variety show famous for its irreverent humour, silly dancing, and treating its celebrity guests horribly. It ran from 1968 all the way to 1983 and influenced generations of comedians. A lot of it is on YouTube. You should go check it out. It's still really funny.
Morom and Wise. Let's watch one. I probably can't put it on YouTube, but okay, I get it. Okay. Definitely a 70s style of humor. Moving on.
The Crankies. The Crankies are a Scottish husband and wife comedy duo who were very famous in the 70s and 80s for playing a mischievous schoolboy and his downtrodden dad. Nowadays they're more of a running gag than anything, but they're weirdly still present in the cultural ether, maybe because we're all still kind of creeped out that a husband and wife played father and son.
Yeah, that's a little weird. They do look like father and son. They have kind of the same nose and face shape. Let's watch the Crankies. Well, okay. Just watched some Crankies routines, and this woman is really tiny. I think it's actually kind of brilliant that she plays his son. She's about that tall. She's like this tall. Like 4 feet. How tall is she? She's 4'6". Wow. Good for her, making it work.
Yes, Minister. Yes, Minister is about a cabinet minister and his
yes.
run-ins with the civil service.
Yeah.
It's kind of like House of Cards, but more realistic and funnier. Many British politicians have said that Yes, Minister has influenced the way that they make decisions, which I totally get because I learned everything that I know about living in New York from watching Friends. My apartment is huge and only has 3 walls.
She's funny. I've heard of Yes Minister. I think it was in another video I reacted to. I've not seen it, but seems like a really good idea for a sitcom.
Reeves and Mortimer. Reeves and Mortimer are an alternative comedy double act who specialise in doing surreal and bizarre sketches. Like, say, a cooking show where the host's face is a piece of toasted cheese with 2 tea bags stuck in it. If you like Tim and Eric, these are your guys.
Oh,
Stewart Lee.
I love Tim and Eric. I love them. The first time I saw Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job, I thought, this is the TV show that I've been waiting for my whole life. Reeves and Mortimer. Vic and Bob, let's watch a video.
Dr. Sexy.
Just watched a sketch of theirs, and it was good. I didn't like that there were laugh tracks, but, you know, kind of ridiculously funny. I see what she means by it being like Tim and Eric. Not as good as Tim and Eric, y'all.
Stewart Lee. Stewart Lee is the king of anti-comedy, telling jokes and then deconstructing them so they become a joke in and of themselves. He's also done a bunch of really great weird sketch shows and wrote the book and lyrics to Jerry Springer the Opera, which includes, among other things, tap dancing KKK members, an adult baby, and Jesus Christ himself. Cool.
Stewart Lee.
Right, meet me halfway, whatever your politics is. A bit of a stretch, is it not?
Okay, wow. Yeah. I just watched some Stewart Lee, and he seems like a brilliant man who decided to do stand-up. I like his perspective. He's clever, he's smart. Yeah. Thumbs up to Stewart Lee.
Victoria Wood. Victoria Wood is an extremely prolific and beloved stand-up comic and singer-songwriter. She's also written and starred in plays, films, and television, and she's won a
She looks
ton of
familiar.
awards, but for some reason nobody over here has heard anything about her. Why? She's so good. She really, really is. No, really, go look her up. Yes,
All right, I will.
know you have time. You're watching a video
I do.
on the internet.
Yeah. Victoria Wood. The Dinner Lady's best moments. Is that Cranky? Jeanette Cranky?
Nog.
I just watched some Victoria Wood, and she's smart. She's smart. She plays the piano, too. Really well. I'm impressed. Okay. Victoria Wood. A lot of puns, though. I've worked with some British people in my history of working, and their humor is they like puns. Well, okay.
8 British comedy legends you think we left out, because there's a bunch. And subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.
Who do I think she left out? Well, she didn't mention Monty Python at all, except for the very beginning. Boris Johnson's kind of a comedy legend, but unintentionally. Most of these were older, like they happened in the 70s and 80s. What about Ricky Gervais? What about Jimmy Carr? What about Rowan Atkinson? I feel like there's some they left out. I don't know. I'm not British. I'm an American. I guess I didn't know British comedy as well as I thought. Anyway, thanks for watching this with me. I'll see you next time. Later.